is essentially it's just the daily control center of your business. This document lays out what to keep an eye on, what to do in certain scenarios, what's most important in order, just the things, the activities that you should be undertaking as a business owner, as a CEO, right? This stuff is just so important. So let's dive in with section number 1, which is cash flow. Now, cash flow is the most important thing in your business. So what you've got to do every day is observe net cash flow, total cash in versus total cash out, right? And you're going to monitor both the main business bank account, ad spend going out, and your total expenses. And you're going to look at these daily just to get an understanding of the pulse of each one, right? What's happening with ad spend specifically? Is the business bank account trending up? Is it trending down? Is it staying stagnant? What are our expenses doing? You know, am I paying for this that I don't need? Am I paying for that I don't need? Do we really use this software that I'm signed up to? You know, am I overpaying my reps based on my net margin? Keep an eye on all of that. Second, observe month-end cash and revenue, ROI, on your tracking sheet. Now, if you're not keeping an ad tracking sheet, you've got to start doing this as soon as possible. If you need a template, just ask. Okay, and I'll give you the one that we use. And this is just going to allow you to keep an eye on where are your ROIs at. Okay, super important. Now, you're going to keep an eye on whether the revenue and the cash figures are trending up or down. And in each instance, you're going to ask why. And you are always going to keep notes on any funnel alterations. So, for example, if you hire a new rep, make a note of when they start specifically. Put it on your tracking sheet. Did we hire a new setter? Did we launch 7 new ads? If so, put it on your tracking sheet. Okay, very important. Have we changed a survey question? Did we fire an underperformer? Whatever it is, never make a change without noting it on your tracking sheet. What this allows for is, let's say you change a survey question and you just kind of forget that you've done it because you're busy, right? And then 10 days later, for whatever reason, your cost per call has gone up by $40. And you're thinking, hold on, what's going on here? What have I changed? I changed the survey question. Undo it. Cost per call drops back down. You're all good. Track everything, guys. Track everything. You're also going to pay attention to what is the total cash in the bank, what's the total monthly expenses, how many months reserves do you hold, and unless you have to, right, you are never going to go below 3 months of total expenses, including ad spend. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that you spend 100 grand a month on ads, and typically your expenses are 30 grand, so 130 in total. You're going to keep $390,000 in your bank account at all times. Minimum. That's the baseline. Okay? Section number 2, things that contribute to cash flow and loop back into this. Are the sales reps' calendars full? If they're not, then send out an email broadcast, send out an SMS broadcast, and ask reps to set during their downtime, during their no-show slots. And this is in order, by the way. So if it's just a little bit, not that full, do an email. If it's kind of 60, 70%, do an email and an SMS. And if for whatever reason you're struggling and you need to, ask the reps to set. You're also going to consider, are ads profitable and generating bookings? And if they're not, you're going to focus on creating new ads, optimizing the funnel, blah, 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 until you're at least 1.2x cash. For the safety of your business profitability, you've got to stay above 1.2 cash. Okay, guys, if you go below 1.2 cash, it's like danger zone. What the hell is wrong? Full focus, go crazy, right? And with a high ticket call funnel, you should never be here. Unless you're at like monster scale. If you have like 20 reps and you're spending 30 grand a day on ads, 50 grand a day on ads, then and you don't have a back end, hey, you may be here eventually, especially if you don't refresh your ads, so you don't change your funnel, blah, blah, blah. But for you guys that are in this program, I don't really believe that any of you are at kind of that massive $50,000 a day ad spend level yet. Likely that you will be in the future if you want to scale that far, but just keep this in mind. You should always stay above 1.2 cash. And finally, are you producing weekly blog videos on YouTube and emailing them to your list? Now, whether you email them to your list or not, you should be doing YouTube. You just should be doing YouTube. You really should, because it's just free money. This is going to get you cold bookings. It just is. Like, I've got a YouTube video on my channel at the moment. It's the only one that I've got on there. It's the one of me unboxing the 10 million ClickFunnels award. And I think I uploaded that like 2 weeks ago. It's got me like 10 cold bookings so far. And I'm not even doing anything with it. It's just sat there on YouTube. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, you should be doing YouTube. If you're not, you're leaving serious yield from ad spend on the table, because this is the thing. People will see your ads and then they'll go and Google you. They'll search you on YouTube. They'll search you on Instagram. So YouTube especially, because YouTube actually ranks in Google as well, the videos themselves. So YouTube's very powerful. Content like this is a serious high margin contributor to ad performance, as are emails, retargeting ads, SMS broadcasts and re-offers as well. These things just squeeze the juice out of your leads. Okay, guys. Now next, let's move on to section 3, operations. So again, on a daily basis, just ask yourself these questions. Are customer support tickets getting resolved in under 24 hours? And is your happiness of your tickets above 80%? If it's not, sort it out. Are your accounts and your P&Ls being reconciled daily? So receipts attached to your line items, notes being made so you don't get lost, so on and so forth. If not, sort it out. This one's very important. Are your core systems running properly? And have you fact-checked it all recently? Now, these are the core components. Ads, your funnel, and all the relevant steps inside the funnel. Are your buttons working? I'll give you an example of this, and this is just ridiculous, but we have a thank you page. So when you've booked a call, you land on a confirmation page, and the testimonial videos on there, at the end of them, would basically show inside our Vimeo account, and there were just like random videos in there of me building funnel stuff and doing email stuff, and customers would actually find that stuff. Any customer that watched an entire testimonial would see it on the end screen, which is just a stupid mistake to make. But look, we all make mistakes, and yeah, we corrected that. But that was a hole in the funnel, you know. And then one day someone booked a call, and then they cancelled the call, and they left a reason saying like, oh, I saw Will building some sales emails and this is all just a big sales funnel, so I don't want to work with you guys. And I was like, right. I got on a call with the guy and I was like, what have you seen? And he was like, I watched a video, and then at the end, it showed the other videos, and I was like, right, straight in there, fix it straight away, plug the hole. There's always something wrong. So just keep an eye on everything and fact check it all the time. Is your CRM working properly? Are your email triggers working properly? Are your email tags working properly? Is your calendar functioning properly? Are your reminders going out? Which I've written here as well. Make sure that your training portal is working, it's live, blah, 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 blah. Just check everything. Also ask yourself, are your sales reps showing up to calls, completing admin tasks, and closing at least 20%? If they're not closing at 20%, you've got work to do. You've got work to do. Okay, 20 is baseline. Unless you're selling like a $50,000 product, of course, you know, a $100,000 product, in which case, you know, adjust it for that and use common sense kind of thing. But for what we do, $10,000 or less, 20% close rate. Now, the admin tasks that the reps should be doing are following up with pipeline, filling out a quality report every day, completing the tracking sheet, archiving the call recordings, and keeping their email inbox clean and organized. Now, let me just say this, and I think I've said this in another training video in this program, but if they're not doing one of these things, or if they're just doing this in a very messy manner, then that is going to show up in their performance on calls. If you can't even keep your fucking email inbox clean, what the hell can you do, for God's sakes? If you can't just fill out a quality report at the end of the day and take 10 minutes for the sake of your team, management, and the company itself, just fill out a quality report at the end of the day and take 10 minutes for the sake of your team, management, and the company itself. What the fuck is going on, man? That's just ridiculous. Make sure they're doing what needs to be done and they're doing it to a high standard. Because if they're doing this stuff to a high standard, they're going to close at a high standard as well. Okay. Number 4, management for yourself. So if you're a CEO, if you're a founder, then you probably have management in place, or at least a sales team manager. If so, then they should be reporting to you, ideally daily. If you've got a smaller team, weekly is fine. We actually do weekly ourselves. Bookings report, calls, units, revenue, cash, any email stuff, any content stuff, any actions they've taken. Right, I had a one-to-one with this guy because he had a week off and I wanted to make sure that he was good to go. I changed this survey question because I noticed blah, 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 blah. Get that diagnosis, get that action report from your manager. And then a breakdown of meetings as well. Also, you're going to plan for today. So again, our calendar's full. What are you hearing? Any actions needed? You should always be asking yourself these questions. Make sure that you're conducting a team-wide meeting every week, along with a meeting with the core departments separately as well. So a management meeting every week, a coaching and support meeting every week, and also make sure that you're conducting one-to-ones with individual employees at least once a month to stay in the loop as well. Book them in so it's easy for you. And just observe people's mood, dress, background, tone, inspiration, vibe, drive. Give you an example. When I speak with the sales team manager, he's on time, he's feeling good, his background just looks fantastic, it's well laid out, it's clean, it looks professional. He's got a great tone, he's feeling inspired, he's just got a good vibe, good drive. That's what you want. Now, you're also going to consider where can you reduce costs. So where's the money being spent? How can we remove or reduce this? Always keep an eye on your P&L. Always keep an eye on your ad tracking sheet as well. The same for increasing income. Where's the money coming from? And how can we do more of this? Do we need additional talent? Where are we going to get them from? How are we going to hire? What's our strategy for ramping and blah, blah, blah? Make sure that you are prepared. You've got a plan. You're ready to do what needs to be done when you need to do it, right? Also, observe your team's workflow and your own to optimize it and reduce complexity. And finally, for this section, identify the top performers and assign efforts to unblock them to flow through more, to achieve more throughput. Okay, so can we give our top performing rep more call volume? Let's say one of our top performers has a lot of no-shows or whatever. How can we solve that bottleneck? Can we give them an underlying calendar? Can we give them a ghost calendar? So on and so forth. I don't want to go too in depth on this here, but that kind of thing. How can we do more of what works? How can we do less of what doesn't work? Number 5, product. So again, on a daily basis, you're going to ask yourself, are our customers happy and getting results? If not, then this is emergency. If you want to own a successful long-term business, your customers have got to be happy. Your customers have got to be getting results. Doesn't have to be every single one in the bloody world. We all get refunds. We all get chargebacks. We all get, that customer who's just a fucking pain in the ass. Despite how hard you work and how good the product is, we all get that. But the majority of your customers should be happy. Okay. Secondly, how does our product compare to the competition in the market? What's the product innovation roadmap looking like and what's ahead? Okay, where are you going with this? What are you going to develop next? Are you going to add in a software? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? What's pissing our customers off? What's making them fall in love? Observe this, and again, do less or more of each thing that you want to fine tune. Okay, do more of what's making them fall in love. Do less of what's pissing them off. Okay, and solve these bottlenecks to, again, push yourself further and just generally get these problems out of the way. And finally, section number 6, strategic long-term initiatives. So what's the vision and the mission? And how are you actually progressing towards that? So I'll give you an example of this. Our mission as a company within WB Trading, and we actually have a core mission statement, which is the last trading program you will ever need to buy. And we always repeat that. We always share that with each other. And this is the mission. The mission is when you buy our product, you never have to buy another trading course again. This is the last trading program that you need to buy. That is our mission as a company. What is your mission? What's your vision? You should have one. Are we staying true to our core values? What's our core competence? And are we truly the best in the world at what we do? Where's the market headed? What's the consensus reaction? How are we 10 steps ahead? Do we have a flywheel and is it working? It's very important. So are clients referring others? This is something that we've noticed recently. Like, we're getting a lot more referrals now, and which is fantastic. Are people buying from us more than once as well? So that do they buy the front end and then they can't wait to buy the back end? They can't wait to buy a mastermind. They can't wait to join your software. Are you ascending them? And are you capturing the most value that you can give to the customer? Are people leaving positive reviews more than negative reviews? Again, this goes back to the fact that you can't please everyone. You know, if you sell 1,000 people into your service, your program, your business, man, some of them are going to be unhappy. Some of them are going to refund. You know, some are going to bloody, just not get along with you, not enjoy working with you, whatever. But as long as 70% of your customers are happy, 80%, 90% of your customers are happy, you're doing fine. You're doing very well. Carry on doing what you're doing. Carry on getting better. And finally, how can we make the company more like a self-sustaining ecosystem? So you can do this through organic content that just runs and runs and runs. And YouTube's a great example of that. You can also remove key man risk as well. This is very important. This is a subject for another video, to be quite honest. But if you can all but remove key man risk, but as much as possible, this is really going to help you sustain and put a hedge. I'd say put a hedge in place here as well. So hedge as many aspects of your company as you possibly can. Our team members suggesting friends for employment. So this is something that we've had recently as well. One of our reps was just loving it so much, they must have told a friend. And then that friend probably said, oh, wow, can you get me a job there? And then, I hear from them and, oh, my friend would love to work with us. Would you interview them next time you're hiring? And again, you're creating that self-sustaining ecosystem. You're creating that positive flywheel. And the last one to cover, product keeps getting better, deeper, more impactful, more value packed, and just generally heading in the right direction. Again, it ticks these 2 boxes. Better, more sustainable, creating that flywheel that you want. So there we have it, guys. That is the CEO daily workflow document. If you ever have a day where you're feeling a little bit lost, you're feeling a little bit, what should I do? What activities should I be doing to push the company forwards? Read this, and I'm sure it's going to bring some points to light for you. Hope that helps, and I'll see you in the next video soon.